I want to preface this video by saying that I'm official main, as you can clearly see, and my second favorite character in the game is Keqing. So it pains me so much to have to make this video bashing my favorite element in the game. But I needed to, because with Inazuma on the horizon and the quote-unquote buff that Electro received recently, I feel like a lot of players have high expectations for all the Electro characters coming out, especially the Archon herself. So as official DPS player from day one, and with Keqing being my first ever 5-star, I want to help you guys understand the state that Electro is in as of right now, and the direction that MiHoYo is looking to take with this element. Alright, we're just gonna wing this. What? What's going on? Uh-oh. Okay. We can swear. What? We broke the game, guys. Spaghetti code. Are we actually getting damage? Hold on. Whoa, what? Even in the first few months of release, the community quickly came to a consensus that Electro's damage is lacking. I mean, it also didn't help that Overload and Electro Charge were bugged for a long period of time. But it didn't really matter because it was clear that the best DPS that Electro had to offer did physical damage. The element was just fundamentally bad. The reactions didn't do enough and they can't crit, the characters scale worse compared to other DPSs, and if Hydro Resonance didn't exist, Electro would have been the worst resonance in the game. You could also argue that at some points, Hydro Resonance is actually useful, which makes things a lot worse. Looking back, it's actually surprising that people played Electro DPSs, and then you realize that it was probably because the character pool was half the size of it is now.
Fish is an idiot. She is annoying. This entire event has been spoiled because there's too many goddamn cutscenes with this awful fucking character in it. But I find her completely uninteresting, and she probably smells like shit, considering she lives with a bird. D tier. Next up,
look at the Electro characters we have to offer. Out of the 5 available, only 2 are set up to scale as DPS characters. But why would you play Razor over someone like Eula? And why would you play Keqing over Luke, Ganyu, Hu Tao, Klee, Xiao, Child? You get the point, right? If what I said can't convince you, then listen to this. Keqing mains, which is the biggest fandom for a single character in the game. I mean, I've never seen such a loyal following before. The majority of the people in that group don't play Keqing anymore. Yeah, it's that bad.
Next up, Keqing. I don't have one. Next up, we...
Fast forward to current day, MiHoYo just released their supposed solution for making Electro more playable, and as an attempt to raise excitement for the upcoming Electro region. This is something a lot of people were hyped up about, so it has to be... Oh, wait, that's it? In reality, the Electro buff feels exactly like when you finally hit your pity for that 5-star you've been saving all your primos for, only to get Chi-Chi. The truth is, Electro is okay as an enabler. C6 Fischl and C6 Beidou have decent synergy with a few characters in the game, but I feel like we were all expecting Electro to be this flashy, damage-dealing class that was hyped up in the official trailers for the characters. Fischl is this badass archer who takes down big beasts, and Keqing as this flashy sword user who deals big bursts of damage. In reality, it's a bit different. Added insult to injury when even the Electro enemies in the game far outperform the playable characters, and I'm talking about the flies too. Even as a support character, the number of people choosing to play Electro have steadily decreased. As more and more characters have come out, Electro units have slowly been replaced by characters that have more game-changing abilities or better reactions. With the Abyss getting harder and including more bosses with specific weaknesses, Electro just feels very underwhelming. So where does that leave us? What is the future for Electro in this game? This is the point of the video where I tell you that there's hope for Electro to be relevant again. But the answer I have and the solution MiHoYo is likely moving towards might not please you. Electro, as all signs point to, will become the energy regeneration element. Now what I'm going to tell you from here on out is based on some speculations and rumors, so make of it what you will. With Oz being a great battery and the Electro Resonance granting energy particles, Electro was already set up to be a serviceable support package for energy-hungry characters. It seems like MiHoYo is going to build on that concept with the characters, artifacts, and weapons of Inazuma. What this potentially means is a bunch of new mechanics that revolves around creating energy, which is pretty exciting and will give us a lot to think about in terms of team building and playstyles. Beidou, Fischl, Razor, and even Lisa would be huge beneficiaries of this. Being able to have their burst up 24/7 is great for proccing reactions and the additional effects they provide to the team. Electro Traveler and the other upcoming characters I'm sure may also have kits designed around the energy mechanic and because of that have increased viability and versatility in team builds. After all, more energy means more burst activations for everyone, which is beneficial for all characters in the game. I think what MiHoYo is planning to do with Electro will increase the popularity of the element. It is inherently good for the game and will bring on more creativity and diversity in the way the game can be played and enjoyed. However, in doing so, they look to retire the idea of Electro DPSs, and for players like me, who really enjoy playing Fischl and occasionally Keqing DPS, this potential pivot is bittersweet. In the end, I'm not saying that you'll never be able to play Electro characters as your main ever again. In fact, this is a single player game, so you should do whatever you get the most enjoyment out of, but it'll put you at a severe disadvantage for some of the harder content available like the Abyss. Honestly, I hope that I'm wrong on my speculation here, and that MiHoYo surprises us with a DPS Electro character that can rival those of the other elements. However, I'm not confident that they will, especially with how the element is in its current state and where all the signs are pointing it to go. So that is definitely more wishful thinking. Let me know in the comments as to what your thoughts are on the current and future state of Electro. I'd also like to know if this video format is something you enjoy, and if I should do more of these for other elements, characters, artifacts, etc. If you've watched up to this point, I like to take the time and personally say, you're awesome, thanks for sticking around with me for so long. Your support means a lot to me. Thanks for watching, till next time.